Yeah. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special broadcast that I'm doing tonight with my tech manager, Jim. Of course, my name is on the screen. I'm Sean Wagner from CPI-ParaWorld. And
Right here.
yep, Jim. How are you doing, Jim?
I'm doing good. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Eh, all right. He has a interesting. I like his text message indicator or message notification indicator. But anyway, tonight we're going to talk about drones. Some of the special things of drones. Um, is it real? Is it overblown? And like I added just today for the thumbnail and everything, or is it China? Because my opinion, at least some of them have to be China, no matter what.
Well, there may be they might be from
Uh huh.
China, but I highly doubt there's going to be Chinese people swimming over here and flying drones.
They came across the border. It was either across the border. They're already here. It's simple. Believe it or not, I wish I was
Well,
kidding. I'm not. That's an easy one, actually. Hello, who's watching? Welcome to the show tonight. It's going to be a short show. We're talking about drones, as I was saying. And let me get to my phone because I had the ideas in the phone here.
oh,
Oh, I know.
great.
Yes. First topic was drones over Florida, recent.
Well, I don't know. I have some friends that fly drones, and there's actually a few that live in Philly area. They really haven't chimed in on anything yet. They don't think it's attack. Okay. Uh, Personally, I think the videos that I've seen look like airliners to me, commercial airline. Now, some of the littler ones, I heard one guy say it was the size of an SUV, a suburban. I have a
I've heard
suburban. You know
a
how
school
big
bus
that is?
even. A school
That's
bus even.
ridiculous.
That's a
No,
hell of a
it's
drone.
yeah, you're right. It is a hell of a drone. That's manned. Okay, that's got to be manned.
You would
And
have,
then
yeah,
to
it would
fly
have
them
to
at
be
night,
man.
I mean, we're allowed to as long as we have our navigation lights. But something that big flying around, it's manned. Okay, and they have the red and green lights, which are mainly for commercial airlines. Us drone pilots, we don't have to use red and green. We just need to have a bright white strobe that has to be seen 3 to 5 miles. Now, the other thing is they're flying near a military base. The military has the authority to shoot anything down if it poses a threat. They didn't shoot anything down. I think personally it's something experimental going on.
Yeah, I don't rule
I
that
mean,
out. I did forget something
what's that?
for just a moment. I forgot something. Our toast. I always do a toast on the show.
Great.
Voodoo Ranger, if you ever want to sponsor our shows, please feel free to do so. Get a hold of me. Cheers.
Piece of work, Sean. Piece of work.
Hey, I'm trying.
I know.
Actually, they
I
don't
know you
have to
are.
now because I already gave them a good thing right there. Why pay when I give you a good spotlight there?
Right.
But
Right.
seriously, though, yeah, but seriously, uh, and over, what do you think about New Jersey? Because they started out over New Jersey, and then in
Right.
recent times, New Jersey's gotten quiet.
Yeah. Because I think people that were told that doing the experimental flying, were probably told, "Hey, back off. Let's slow this down a little bit." I think it's something experimental, military, our government, because they really didn't go after anybody. They didn't shoot anyone down, and it just wasn't that high of a threat for our government or the
Mhm.
military.
All right.
I
Well,
think they knew.
we have a question. We have a question.
Oh,
All right, Matthew Sims. First of all, I want to say thank you, Matt. He followed me from the other channel, and thank you. I appreciate that a lot. He wants to know, what do you think about the radioactive material? Pause. Searching for that. That was supposed to be in New Jersey and New York.
I didn't hear anything about radioactive material. Did something fall? Crash?
No,
What?
well, not supposedly truth or rumor. I have no clue, but supposedly something got lost. Some kind of radioactive material got lost somewhere,
Okay.
and that's why the New York, New Jersey theory, which could be a little
Oh
wild, but I
no,
never
that could be, yeah.
I
If
don't
they want
completely
to do
rule it
it,
out though.
no. If they wanted to do that covertly, oh yeah, nighttime's best time to fly, and they have thermal imaging equipment on those. I'm sure. I have them on mine,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah,
that's
that's
a very good possibility. But it's still the government because nothing got shut down. It could be the government looking for the radioactive material.
that's a good point, and in that
I,
regards,
I'm
we'll
leaning
never know the
towards
truth.
our yeah. We will never because nothing's going to come out yet.
Absolutely,
But
there's no
I'm
way.
still leaning towards government something because I mean nobody. Come on, if I was flying around at night, I'd have the police here in no time with guns drawn.
You think so?
Now they, oh yeah, I know. So even the neighbors would have their guns out.
well,
They,
you live in rural Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania. For people that don't
yeah,
know, he lives in a wooded area. Yeah, he lives in hunting country, big time. Yeah,
yeah,
and you told me a story. One of your neighbors did something
fired at,
wild and crazy.
yeah, they
Did he
fired at
fire
my
at something?
drone.
Oh,
Yeah,
he did
they
fire at your
fired at my
drone.
drone. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So I went and confronted him the next day, and we had a big argument. So I, he hasn't fired anything yet lately.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, definitely a good thing. But that's surprising. We haven't heard. We did hear a little bit about people shooting at drones, but not some of these supposed drones, but not too much. Really,
Yeah.
a few people I ran across.
Well, they're essentially shooting down legal aircraft if they do that because all of us that are legal flying drones have to have tail numbers on them, and once you get those tail numbers and register with you're an aircraft basically. So if you shoot it down, you're essentially shooting down an airplane. So I had that going for me flying my drones because I've had threats already. This was way
Wow.
back when it first started with the drones.
Okay. Matthews, it doesn't explain everything that's been seen, though apparently reports and videos of plasmoids and orbs. I'm I'm not so sure on. I'm not sure on that reference. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a first on me too.
Um, but anyway, what? Let's get back to Florida. You said something about your friends in Florida had stuff or ran
No,
across
no, no,
something.
no, no. Philly,
Oh, Philly.
Philly, Philly. Florida, Florida's big. You can actually do anything you want over there. You got oceans on both sides. They can come in any direction, and it's probably more at ease for any foreign country there.
Okay.
But again,
Oh,
I think. Go ahead. Go
well,
ahead.
that definitely makes sense. And we do have obviously Venezuelans trying to get in there as well for certain. Um, that's known, and
With
probably
a
some
with a
Cubans.
drone. With a drone.
Well, not a drone, but getting in there, getting
Oh yeah,
to the to
that's
Florida.
everyday life. But you were
Absolutely.
saying with a drone, I don't see
Oh,
that.
sorry, I didn't. Okay, I got off track. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they that's everyday life trying to sneak into this country like that. As far as drones are concerned, what illegal is going to carry a drone with them if they're trying to sneak into the country? What are they going to
A
use it
very
for to see
determined one.
if it's all clear?
A very determined one. What do you think about the Chinese possibly? They've been buying land in some areas near farmlands, actually near bases, and they
That's
have come across the border and very high numbers in military age as well. And they've also been cited recently for having police stations in this country. They had them in New York,
Yeah, I heard
I think
about that.
Austin,
Yeah,
Texas, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Omaha, Nebraska. Some areas seem a little odd to have these stations, but the fact they had them,
right.
period. And if they're all right here, all you gotta do is mail it to them.
Yeah, right.
It's
Uh,
easy to get the drone here.
yeah, right. You can. I mean, they were supposed to ban DJI for the longest time, but haven't yet.
Are they Chinese? I assume.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, please. I haven't said too much, but if you're in there, feel free to type something in chat. I'll get to you. I appreciate everyone watching. Thank you, by the way. Feel free to say hi to either one of us. If that's all you want to do, say hello.
Yeah, any of my drone friends out there watching, definitely chime in.
Matthew says, I heard it's worldwide, though. Apparently, China, Russia, India, England, to name a few, are saying they have unknown drone sightings too.
UFO.
And I have heard a little bit about it being worldwide.
Yeah, I have too. If it's worldwide like they say it is, though, how come it's not more news coverage about it?
Well, that's a good point. And like you said, a lot of it you think actually is like regular aircraft.
Yeah, I believe that totally. I mean, even some of the videos they show looks like an airliner flying through. It does not look like a drone to me at all. It's
And
ridiculous
I
that
have to
they're
say,
calling it. Go ahead.
and it makes sense. Well, it makes sense. You're going to have some hysteria.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. I think
Once
more
it
of
hits
that
the
than
press,
anything.
absolutely, everyone starts looking up. Before, people weren't looking up. Now they start looking up because they're supposed to
Yeah,
be up there.
that's funny.
And everyone sees drones all of a sudden. It
Yes,
doesn't matter
I
whether
know.
they're actual drones or not. I see a drone.
Yeah.
All right, woohoo!
Good
But
Lord.
yeah, that's what happens. Let me see what
About flying drones. I just don't.
you are very particular.
Yes.
That's why I had
And
you on, because you're familiar with some of the laws
yeah.
and you know what you have to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, those guys. That's why I think it's some kind of government working on something.
Mm-hmm.
Environmental maybe. I'm telling you, if it was me or somebody actually flying a drone trying to create problems, I think it would have got shot down, especially near a base. They have full authority to use lethal.
What do you think of the possibility that Iran has a mothership off the coast of the Atlantic Ocean? The government's indicating that that's not the case.
Do you think there's a mothership?
For a little bit, I actually thought maybe there was, but
Now, okay,
But
explain to
now
me
I'm
what
but now
kind
I'm
of.
thinking it's not very likely.
You mean mothership as an aircraft,
Well,
like a
like a
UFO?
boat, like a big
Oh,
boat,
okay.
in which they are launching all these drones. But if you have hysteria from people seeing something that they're not thinking they're seeing what they're not really seeing,
Right. Well, don't you think our
and
country would have sent a military ship out there that would blast it out of the water if that was the
here's the
case?
thing, I would agree, but that spy balloon crossed the whole country and they knew what it was. That's the scary
Yeah,
part.
yeah, that's true.
If you didn't
That's
shoot
true.
that down, would you even look and see if Iran's out there? Maybe not.
I don't know. I think we're laxed in this country.
Very much. I agree.
Yeah, seriously. There's not enough being done to
No, I
protect
definitely agree.
Americans. So
And I definitely
it's
go.
it's crazy, all the stuff going out right now. I mean, though those weather balloons, the spy balloons that came across, that blew me away. I mean, wow, they got some balls, seriously.
Oh yeah. Or they bribed enough people, they had stuff on enough people that they could do it.
See, that's wrong. There's something going on there, brother.
There definitely is.
Oh yeah,
because I would have shot it down. It's
in a
simple,
heartbeat.
basic.
In a
Yeah.
heartbeat.
You try to, you make sure, or you do what you can to get it over a secluded area.
Right.
if once you let it reach land, but first of all, you don't even let that thing reach land.
Well, no, you shouldn't.
And they apparently knew it was coming and would have seen it supposedly right after it launched. Apparently,
Well, the thing is, we have NORAD, and that's who launched the planes. But it took them till they got here to do it. So, what's up
what
with
good
that?
is NORAD?
Yeah, right.
At that rate, what good are they?
I mean, they were over, and China denied everything until they actually shot it down and looked it over.
Absolutely.
And they had cameras and all kinds of stuff on it.
Absolutely, and we were so nice to let them film everything in the whole country they wanted to.
I know, right?
I mean, we couldn't have been more accommodating. Why don't we wait till you cross the whole country? And then we're not going to attack you in any way, shape, or form, voice-wise, in our news or anything. It's ridiculous.
I don't know.
Matthew
it's something.
Definitely. There's been talk of UFOs morphing into these drones as a type of camouflage. Some are even saying trying to make first contact.
I don't know if you've seen lately, but the feds released all kinds of stuff on UFOs. You know that, Sean. And Ben Hansen himself, I mean, he's a total believer in UFOs coming here. Could be.
I did on one of my shows. I posted about a little segment about some of these guys who are talking about stuff. You are right. I like Ben Hansen, but you got to watch out for some of the people who were involved in like intelligence and I guess intelligence and possibly cover up in the past. Now coming up and revealing stuff, they could still be paid by the government and only saying certain things. Certain things they want us to know.
That law enforcement officer, his father and son team, and Heather Taddy was on that show for a while.
Yes, I don't recall the names.
UFOs.
Yes,
that was a pretty good show. And this guy, the cop, they laughed in his face and booted him out. And he said, "The hell with you guys! I'm going to find the truth." And that's how the show began. For one, but there was a lot of stuff that came up, and some unexplained. It was pretty crazy.
Wow, I will have to look that up.
But Ben Hansen,
I saw a lot of those shows at least.
Right, there's a lot of UFO stuff out there, and it's crazy.
All right, Matthew also, if they were a really great danger, they would definitely have been annihilated. And he has a good point there. At least I think they would have. Some of the times, some of the things our government's done, I don't know. The answer is that yes, they should be, but I hate to say it, but I don't trust them to do it. The balloon again that went across the country.
Right.
I did hear about what FBI released was pretty wild stuff.
Yeah, it is wild. It's crazy.
It is.
And well, even the Tic Tac video, the UFO.
Yes.
That was ridiculous. Now that here in Pennsylvania, that one town up northeast had that UFO years ago that landed into their one lake or pond up there, and now they have a celebration of it every year. But it's all over.
I don't recall hearing of that one. I'm aware of Kecksburg,
I should have sent you the link.
You'll have to Kecksburg, and I believe there's another one too out west.
Yeah, Kecksburg. I remember hearing about.
And all I think it's a couple out in the western part of the state.
Oh, there's supposed to be aliens among us, which to me explains the people in Congress.
Well, you know what? Dr. Foster, I had her on. Remember, I'm part alien now. You're talking about my kind of people.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, she was.
Better get your green papers.
She was a great guest. You're right, because I'm a foreigner. I'll get kicked out of the country myself.
Jesus mighty.
Even though I was born in the state capital, but no, I'll get kicked out. I think the FBI mentioned something about these metallic orbs, specifically one seen at Langley. TikTok video is amazing. Great footage. It is. He's absolutely right.
That's wild. Wow, how fast it's flying, how low it was flying, how it just maneuvered. I mean, from it's amazing. It's speechless. And I'm sure those guys were speechless, the pilots.
Absolutely, and also some that go into the water near Catalina Island out in California.
Yep. That's the other one, Josh Gates. They sent his
love
crew
that guy shows.
Catalina Island. And they went diving. They actually had some lights coming up from the bottom of the ocean when he was diving, and they disappeared.
Wow.
They couldn't find them. But yeah, Ben Hansen too, but Josh Gates, they really was researching that.
That's pretty cool. All right. Again, if you're here, you want to say hi. We're not going to go too much longer. I'm running low on material. So if you want to say hi or go ahead.
What do you think about those two Sasquatch hunters in Oregon that died? Did you hear about it?
I don't think so.
Really? It just happened Christmas. They were supposed to come back Christmas. And they found them up in the woods. They died of the elements. They froze to death. And they're supposed to be seasoned Bigfoot hunters.
All right. Here's the thing. This is going to sound crazy. I want to believe in Bigfoot. I really do. But there's so much crap out there.
Yeah, there is.
There's a ton of crap.
Oh, wait.
Far
I'm
more
not saying it was
crap.
Bigfoot that did it.
Oh, okay. I think they made a mistake somehow. No different than the Dilatov Pass type of people. They did something probably shouldn't have done, and they ended up without shelter or something like that out in the elements.
Yeah, exactly.
And cold kills many more people than heat.
Do you know how much stuff we carry when we go out?
We carry a lot.
Both of us, our crew.
Yes, we carry a lot.
Yeah. We don't chance anything. We like to go home.
I definitely prefer to. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see how these supposed seasoned Bigfoot hunters ended up like that. I'm not saying Bigfoot did it. I think they did make a big mistake, but wow, that blew me away when I heard that. That made national news.
I don't recall hearing that, but but I agree with you. And if you're going out there in the wintertime, you should definitely know what you're going to encounter.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared for absolutely everything.
They're from there. I don't know how they didn't bring anything.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what I said. Wow.
Did you hear about the computer AI algorithm that predicted all these drones in the sky back in mid-November? That's where the story starts.
No, I didn't hear that. Wow. That's interesting.
I thought I heard something or someone make a bold prediction about it. I wasn't aware of where it started from though. But I thought I heard somebody did make some kind of bold prediction, and then it came to life. I also heard the crazy part of these drones supposedly were out there last year too. This supposedly isn't their first year being out there too. This is at least year two.
Why this year they had all the fuss?
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's more to come, Sean. You know that. There's more to come.
There's always more to come. Something, no matter how you look at it.
There's a lot coming.
And Matthew agrees. And they actually died, though, correct? Not just missing, right?
No, they died.
Okay.
Dead.
Oh.
They were meat sickles.
And you also got to remember, you're in some real rough terrain areas. Depending upon,
they
could be were they in grizzly territory?
probably.
And
I'm sure.
and if you're in grizzly territory,
They didn't say they were mangled. They didn't release any of that part. They just said they found them and they died of the elements.
Okay, maybe they weren't attacked by a grizzly, but even around there,
I forgot to tell.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to mention that if you the people, if anybody's watching, to kind of watch our backs, because you have stuff floating around there. I have stuff floating around here too, so it could be interesting. I just saw something move behind you, so that's why I brought that up. But I think
I have a cat, or two of the cats.
That's your cat.
At least one of them is right behind me.
Yep.
They decided to come by and barely allow people to see part of them on the camera.
Oh, Jesus mighty. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay, Matt goes, I did hear last year that radioactive material went missing, and then there was drones everywhere looking for it.
That's a very big possibility. Or it could be aliens that need the radioactivity, the radioactive material. Who knows?
Well, that's definitely possible, actually, when you think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, something else to think about, but there's already aliens here, so.
I agree.
What are we going to do?
Some of my relatives.
Yeah, some of my friends, huh, Sean?
Yes. All right. Well, I don't really have too much to add. It wasn't meant to be a long show. Go ahead. What?
Okay. Did you hear about the drones that were doing the light show and all of a sudden they started crashing?
Yes,
that's
strange.
Well, I'll tell you what that was. I think somebody was in there, and it could have been you, me, or anybody. They had a signal blocker. You can get those that'll block the 2.4 gigahertz signal, and they'll drop like flies, which is wrong. I hope they get caught, whoever did it, because they weren't flying. They weren't flying. I mean, they were dropping. When they were dropping, they just dropped. Drones don't usually do that. They'll veer off like some of them did, and then they'll head down. But a lot of them just dropped because the signals got blocked.
Wow.
So I think it was somebody malicious with a signal blocker.
That's possible. Well, I've heard if these drones were malicious that are supposed to be up in the air, that was one way to combat it, was to block the signal.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And if you can do that, it makes sense you could block a drone show.
Well, you can make your own. It's not very hard. You just need to read up on it.
And thank you, Matt, for participating with us. A great deal. I agree, too. Something we all agree on. They are here, LOL.
Yeah.
You're definitely right, to some degree. I don't think we truly know to what degree. But I think there's definitely something is going on.
There's some. Yeah, you're right. There you go, Sean. There's something.
Yes, I don't have proof, but there's just too much strange stuff, and versus Bigfoot, much more realistic looking videos as well.
Right.
I'm sorry to say that.
Oh, Sean, we've been out there in the field doing that, so
that's true. It's
time consuming, and it's wow. It's a lot of work.
A ton of work.
Yeah, for sure.
For hoping you get something.
Yeah.
That you can't explain, and it's very tough to even get something you can't explain.
It is.
And then try to.
Oh my God.
Then you still got to do research try to figure out what it could be to compare it versus known sounds of animals in the area.
Yeah. Yep.
Many are saying they feel something big happening in their bones. I guess it's possible. This statement here actually makes me think of the not too far from here. I found out recently, further down the Susquehanna River. For anyone out of the area, the Susquehanna River is supposed to be one of the oldest rivers in North America, and it's very wide when you get Harrisburg south towards Chesapeake Bay. And supposedly the Susquehannocks were Indians, but I read across some crazy
Right.
story recently that they were like 8 to 10 foot giants. And if
I
they
think I
were,
heard something about that too.
yeah, and they were here up to around like 1700 if they were actual giants.
Yeah, I think I heard something.
And that's an amazing thought that of that possibility.
Yeah, it really
Because
is.
there are supposed to be like giants that the Smithsonian has bones for. And
Well, you saw that they found bones.
Does that
Of
Wisconsin have
mastodons
bones?
up in New York?
I thought I heard.
Up in New York, they found mastodon
Okay.
bones. They found a full baby almost.
Oh wow,
I mean, you
that's a
can
little
find
bit
anything if
surprising.
you look.
Yeah.
I mean, but who's got the time, money, and equipment to dig for stuff? Those people just happen on it, and boom, there you go.
Good
I wish
point.
I'd
Not
get
me,
that
that's for
lucky.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Start
would. I would
digging up
love
your
to.
yard, Sean.
I have my yard dug up in no time. You know how big my yard is.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh.
It would take me 10 minutes. Dig up my
Jeez.
house.
That's too funny.
All right. And Matt says, I once heard the Smithsonian was sent 1,500 giant skeletons. You know, I that's certainly possible.
Yeah, how come
And
they're
there's,
not being shown?
well, they're supposed to be missing or lost.
Of course.
Of
course.
You're absolutely right. Of course. Something like that is I must go against prior
Why do they keep
teachings.
this stuff from us? I mean, we have the right to know. That pisses me off.
I wouldn't see it as some kind of military secret or
No.
future attacking thing, because if they were still with us, we would know it. We would run in across one of these gigantic people once in a while.
Yeah, I know. Oops, excuse me.
Walking or going down the road, they'd be sticking their head out the top of a car, the
Yeah.
moonroof.
Right. Oh my God.
We would run across them sometime. We'd have to.
I don't know.
Actually,
I mean,
I'm sure
they
help me at work once in a while, reaching for stuff.
Oh, jeez. You have one of them working there at work, eh?
If we did,
It'd be nice, huh?
yes, it would. Especially for someone like me, I'm only 5'6", so it would be helpful.
Oh yeah, for sure. Come here, Stretch.
Yep, I gotta use ladders. Cut down my ladder time.
Oh, you're not the only one, brother.
Yep. All right. Well, we got a little bit off track.
Yeah, we did.
But we still stayed in general what our topic was for the most part. We did get into people trying to get in this country a little bit, but oh well.
Yeah, that's a daily thing though, Sean.
It is. Matthew goes, I think there's a dark past to what happened to the Giants or something like that. And that could be.
Yeah,
but why?
could be.
I think they should tell us though.
Yeah,
I would still like to know.
Secret?
And I think he's right. That makes the most sense. But still, I would like to know if in the past we got the crap beaten out of us by these giants. I would still like to know. I mean, we won in the end.
They were probably the ones ruling the earth or this country at that time.
Well, yeah. That would make some sense.
It's like everything else, dying off. So.
But the amazing part to me is supposedly they were here around 1700.
Well, yeah.
Which is fairly recent. Reasonably recent. I mean, obviously not in our lifespans, but still, that's closer than I would have thought.
Yeah. It's close, yes. But I think I don't even know what to call that. Every generation? There's stuff. We can't
That's true.
explain. And then when they come up on these bones and all this other stuff, they say you got it, we found these, but then they don't show it or explain it, and who knows how far back it really goes. You got to
That's
dig
a good
deeper.
point. That's a good point.
It's something.
Hope you got a message. I like to think we probably lived in harmony with them. Well, I I agree.
Possibility.
That's a good point. I agree.
Any
Um,
Native Americans probably would have, and they probably have drawings of them in caves.
you're right because they would have been here to. They would have been here then.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
I mean, we haven't explored everything out there, Sean. You and I. I mean, I would have loved to have found a cave on some of our expeditions and walked through that, but that never happened.
That's true. All
Because who knows
right.
what we could have found? Yeah, go ahead.
That's a good point. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching. Um, I think I've pretty much gone through everything I had note wise. Let me quickly check here. Oh, and the FAA approved the recent shoot down plan for drones. That's the one thing we didn't really talk about at all.
Oh, FAA can do whatever they want. I mean, they'll release it, but it's only to law enforcement, not you and I.
Okay, that makes sense.
I
You
mean,
mean I
like I
can't go out
said,
and shoot a drone because it's probably going to be a plane anyway?
yeah, right. Then what are you gonna do? You're gonna feel bad and horrible because somebody died.
Absolutely, I'd kill like 100 people at least,
So I
perhaps.
mean, law enforcement, that burden is on them. That's on their shoulders.
Well, that's a
Because
good
that's
point.
probably why
Yeah,
they don't shoot them down either, because they are planes.
that would explain why they don't. Yeah.
I mean, a
Okay,
drone is really small
that's a good point.
compared to a plane, and a shotgun blast would have taken one of those out.
A drone. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And Max, we just have to get one drunk.
Yeah,
Well,
there you go. Good luck with that.
I'm already working on it, Matt.
Oh, jeez.
What are you drinking, by the way?
Me?
Hmm.
Water.
That's good. You're healthy.
Yeah, thanks. Uh-huh.
You're you're welcome. I should be.
Yeah,
All right.
I
Well,
know you should be.
I should be. Probably more than him as well. But anyway, that's another story. But
Yeah, right? Let's not go there.
yeah, yeah, we're not. I don't want to talk about that. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Um,
Had a blast.
and hey, we got to do this again sometime.
Yes, for sure. I thought I'd be, well, I was nervous, but it mellowed out.
And
So,
that's what it is. I mean, it's not. Eh, it's I don't know. We're just kind
it,
of.
I was worried.
Yes. Well, I had somewhat of a rough outline. Well,
Oh,
topics,
yeah.
not really outline. I didn't draw an outline this time, but I just had a few ideas to
Biggie.
talk about. Absolutely didn't really need an outline.
No, no, no. No. We just went ahead.
American
Heck,
Vintage Hard
well,
Iced Tea. Yes. This is in particular
gee.
Voodoo Ranger. And if they want to sponsor us, that'd be freaking awesome, to say the least. I will list entertain offers from Voodoo Ranger, by the way. But
You're a piece of work.
hey, you know what? I can try. I can dream.
You can. That's for sure.
I can dream. That's
You
perfectly
sure can.
fine.
Oh, yeah.
I'll never hear from him, but I can dream on.
There you go. That's what
But
matters. Well, thanks for having me
absolutely.
on.
Hey, you're welcome. We'll have to do this
We
again
will have to
sometime.
try it. Yes, I agree. I
Because
didn't think it
we
would
should,
be as fun as it is. I
and
think it
we could
really is
even
fun.
yeah, and we'd have you do some equipment. We could show some equipment, try to show how some of it works for people,
Well, could do that.
especially some of the lesser known stuff.
Let's do it when it's warmer out though, because I can do it outside then.
I can. We have. I have capture cards, so we can go live. I definitely on location, not just
We
through
could do
computer
that too.
software.
Heck yeah, yeah, that would
I haven't
work.
done it for a while. I'd like to get back to doing that.
Oh my God, it's been a
Um,
long time.
it has been quite a while.
Yeah.
Um, I definitely want to. And Matthew, it's
Okay.
good to see you with us because usually you work till like 8 o'clock our time, 5 o'clock your time because you're out in British Columbia.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. So he must be off work today. I presume you're off work. Thank you for tuning in, and hope everyone had a Merry Christmas
Yes.
and has a Happy New Year. Tomorrow, of course, is New Year's Eve.
Yes. Everybody, stay safe, please.
Yeah, stay safe. And for some people who are watching it, even live or catch it nearly live, it might
Yeah.
already be
Right.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
because
Singapore.
we're in the evening here, so it would be parts of the world would certainly be past
It would be
well
morning
into
now.
yeah.
It'd be morning now.
Take care. Have a great night. Been fun chatting. Yeah, I'm off today. Yeah, I figured awesome. I figured you had to be because somewhere I ran across you told me you worked till like 5 o'clock, and I found out where you were somehow. I'm not sure how exactly, but I realized it was the time. The show's normally done by that time. Obviously, you two have a good one. Happy New Year, and everyone watching, whenever you watch, hope you had a Merry Christmas and you have a Happy New Year, or already enjoying 2025. Because
Yep.
certainly some people it'll be already 2025 till they stumble upon our video.
Yeah. Well, it's 2025. Well, no, it's New Year's Eve
Eve
morning. New Year's Eve morning right now in Singapore.
in Australia.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for
All
having me,
right.
Sean.
Well, yeah, you got it. Well, like I said, we'll have to do it again. Figure something else to talk about topic wise. I'm not sure what. We'll talk. We can talk more about this off air.
Yeah, we could.
And hang on for a moment. And I'm going to end the show though a while. And
Okay.
we're going to take in. I'm going to try to come on more often. I don't know what my plans are in the future. I'm in between on if I want to go back to the videos I was doing or what. I'm not sure the YouTube algorithms. That's the main reason why I haven't done anything for a while. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm kind of lost again, and I want to try to have the numbers go up slowly. So we'll see. Again, thank you for watching, and one last time, have a Happy New Year. So long.
Yes. Everybody stay safe. Thank you.
Stay safe too. Thanks.